Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check 1, 2. All right, welcome everyone watching on the Owls Network. We're here in New Haven, Connecticut, just Dow Field. It's nice and cool, around the low 60s as we flip the calendar to October, and we're under the lights for another night game, and it's a big one. It's huge. NE10 conference matchup featuring the Southern Connecticut Owls and the American International Yellow Jackets. The Owls enter with a 2-2 record, while the Yellow Jackets are 3-1. The two head coaches under the headset for tonight's game is Tom Godek in his 8th season for the Owls, and Chris Kolzer in his first season, interim coach for the Yellow Jackets. Both teams come in 1-1 in conference play, and ironically, both were tied to finish 7th in the NE10 preseason rankings. Southern is coming off a 38-9 loss to New Haven on Saturday. The Owls were led by Simon Golick's 3 field goals. The American International College Football Team hosted Bentley for its home opener on Saturday. The last 2 undefeated NE10 conference teams kicked off knowing one team had to leave with a loss, and despite leading 14-0 early in the second quarter, the Yellow Jackets fell 35-27 in an exciting NE10 matchup. All right, little history. Southern Connecticut and American International have met 64 times, with the Owls winning 34 of them and 3 ending in ties. The Owls have won the last 2 meetings between the two teams at Just Dow Field, winning 48-21 in 2018 and a nail-biter 21-20 in 2016. All right, the captains are out there on the field for the Owls. Bobby Valeri, Jackson Ostrowski for the offense, Sidney Jones, Quadir Delgado, McIntyre for the D. Captains for the Yellow Jackets, David Brown on the offensive line, running back Samad Davila, and junior quarterback Jason DeMild. And for the defense, seniors Jason Thompson and Isaiah Tolberts. All right, we got keys for the Owls today. They need to get pressure on the Yellow Jackets. Dual threat quarterback Jason DeMild, who threw for 275 yards and 3 touchdowns while rushing for 33 yards in their loss last week. At this time, we're going to take a moment of silence as we honor America and those who defend our freedom with the playing of our national anthem.
Jay was the second football coach in Southern Connecticut history, taking over for legendary coach Jess Dow in 1966. Jay led the Owls from 1966 through the 1975 season. Jay's Owls won the EFC championship in 4 straight seasons, from 1965 to 68, and again in 1970. Thank you. At this time, please remain standing for our national anthem.
All right. All right, that's the playing of our national anthem right there. The Owls are going to be in their blue jerseys, blue pants, and the blue helmets with the white trim. The Yellow Jackets are in their road white jerseys, white pants, black helmets with the yellow trim. The Yellow Jackets need to get to know wide receiver Isaiah Sanders and where he is at all times. The Sandman has 6 catches for 77 yards last week and leads the team in receptions. The big difference may come down to special teams where the Owls' Simon Golick has been showing off his leg, going perfect on field goals, including a 43-yard bomb last week and a game winner as time expired in the last Owls home game. All right, we're set to kick off. We're getting ready right here. The Yellow Jackets are road warriors. This is their 4th road game in their last 5 games. So we're under the lights here at Jess Dow Field. The Yellow Jackets are going to kick off with Josh Hamill. Back to return for the Owls is Sean Martin, the electric Sean Martin. He leads the NE10 with 17 kickoff returns already. Anthony Leahy's also back there. All right, we're set to get this game going right here at NE10 Conference Showdown. Both the teams coming in 1-1 in the NE10. They want to get above 500 in the conference. And the kick is away. Martin takes the ball at the 5, weaves his way out to the outside, still has some running room, goes out of bounds past the 30-yard line. Good field position to start this first series for the Owls. Up front for the Owls, we got left tackle Carew Gomes, Manaya at left guard, Valeri the captain at center, and on the right side, we got some new starters. Jimmy Starr will be starting at right guard, and Amon Brody at right tackle. Joe Bernard about to take the first snap of the game. Quick handoff up the gut. Plenty of running room. Diving over close to the 45-yard line. TJ Gardner, the 6'4", 235-pound back, rumbles his way for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 43. Another handoff met immediately, but shakes a tackle. Keeps the legs pumping to get a few past the line of scrimmage. TJ Gardner comes in to the game with 27 carries, 155 yards, and wow, a 5.4 yards per carry. That brings up 2nd down and 8 at the 45. Gardner stays in the backfield. Bernard looking to the sidelines for the play. Bernard, another handoff. 3 straight handoffs up the gut. Gardner close to the 50-yard line, halfway there for the Owls. And they will mark it actually on the 50-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and short. 13:25 left in the first. This is the opening drive for the Owls. Sam Rosen, number 8, entering the game. Trips left. Third and 3. Bernard, another handoff, 4 straight. And he doesn't get enough. It doesn't look like he's going to get enough. He's going to be inches short. That's going to bring up a 4th down and a big decision for Tom Godick. Alex Ward enters the game. DH back. They're going for it. Oh, they did pick up the first down. Just stretched it out right there, TJ Gardner. Bernard with a pass. He's got a way and open. Almost intercepted. First pass of the game, almost picked off for Bernard. He has 2 interceptions on the season right now. Last week he completed 27 passes for 265 yards in his first start of the season. That brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48. Bernard back to pass. Under pressure, and they got him. Smothered. Trevor Caitlin, number 47, the 6'3", 240-pound junior from Queens, New York in there. Wrapping Joe Bernard up. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 19 from the 43, 11:52 left in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Owls. Cundiff in motion. Bernard swing pass out. Oh, just over the hands of TJ Gardner. He is a good receiver. He's got 5 receptions for 63 yards and a long of 26. That's going to bring up the punting unit. Jack Bouchand. Xavier Torres back for the Yellow Jackets. Standing around the 25. 4th and 19 from the 43. The punt is away. It's a short one. Torres comes up and gets it, breaks the tackle. He's over the middle. He's got some running room. He's got some daylight. Finally brought down in Owls territory at the 39-yard line. Great field position. Xavier Torres, the cornerback, 6'2", 180, with a nice run back there. So that's going to bring on the Owls defense. American International. Across the front line, it's Tompkins, Duran, McIntosh, Olavo, and their captain Brown at right tackle. Jason DeMild hands it off right away, bounces it out to the outside. Davila. He runs like a Cadillac. Coop Davila. He has 239 yards on the ground so far this season, just after 4 games. But watch out for Jason DeMild, dual threat quarterback. The captain has 50 rushes for 298 yards at 4.4 yards per clip. Flag on the play. Appeared that the Owls jumped off sides. Let's see if he was coerced off. Cameron Kelly looked like he jumped there. Number 55, the 6'1", 265-pound senior. That's going to move the sticks and give them a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 25, 11 minutes left in the first quarter. We are scoreless here at Jesdow Field. DeMild back to throw, a little swing pass, sniffed out by number 29, Richard Williams Jr. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11 from the 26, 10:30 left in the first. This is the first drive for the Yellow Jackets after they force the Owls to punt. DeMille, hand off again to Davila. Tries the right side. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Davila had 13 rushes for 65 yards and a touchdown last week in their loss. All right. That's going to bring down a big 3rd and 7 from the Owls 22. .9:45 left in the first. DeMille in the pistol. Back to pass, under pressure. He gets away. He does have the good legs and incomplete. Try to short pass to Saman Duvilla. That's going to bring down 4th and 7 from the 22. They're bringing out the kicker, Joseph Cleary. Hasn't hit a field goal yet. This could be his first right here. And it is no good. The Yellow Jackets have not kicked a field goal this entire season from Joseph Cleary. Josh Hamill being the other kicker. He's 0 for 1. So a big defensive stop right there, just outside the red zone, and the Owls come back out on offense. 1st and 10 from the 22, 9:28 left in the first quarter of this scoreless game. Bernard rolls right, fires high. Did he get some feet in? Penalty on the field. Bernard's always looking for Sanders. He has 5.3 receptions per game, which ranks 3rd in the NE10. And he's just one of 6 NE10 receivers with 300 receiving yards on the year. Well, that's going to go against the Owls and push him back for a 2nd and 15. 1st and 15 at the 17. 9:21 left here in the first quarter. Bernard rush up the middle for just a few. Anthony Liggy, the 5'10", 195-pound junior out of Wolcott, Connecticut, with the carry. Second and 15, just got back to the line of scrimmage from the 17-yard line. 3 wide receivers right, single wide receiver left. Bernard in the pistol. Bernard back to pass. Oh, he tosses one up. Another dropped pick. Almost pick there. Terrell Wallace climbed the ladder to get that one, but couldn't hold on and give the Yellow Jackets a turnover. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 from the 17-yard line. 8:33 left in this scoreless game from Jesdow Field. Ryan Souls, split left. Had a great game last week. Bernard back to pass. He's got some time. Big pocket opens up. He fires down the middle. And just over the head of Isaiah Sanders. He was looking for his big play wide receiver right there, but that's going to stall the drive and make it 4th and 15 from the 17-yard line. Brings out the punting crew, Jack Bouchard, who averages just over 29 yards per punt. Xavier Torres back, the cornerback, back to return. He's in Al's territory. Oh, a wobbler. Could that have been blocked a little? Looks like it bounces out around the 40-yard line. That may have been tipped or just shanked it off the side of his foot. That's going to set up great field position for the Yellow Jackets here with 8:20 left in the first quarter. Putting a lot of pressure on the Owls D early on, as both the drives for the Yellow Jackets have started in Owls territory. So it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Captain Jason DeMiles in the pistol. Davila in the backfield. A little pitch to Davila. He's got some space up the sidelines. Weaves his way to the short side of the field. Another first down for the Yellow Jackets in Owls territory at the 27. 7:56 left in the first quarter. We are scoreless here at Just Dow Field. Any 10 conference matchup. Yellow Jackets driving on their second series. DeMille wants it all. He's got a man open, and they say touchdown, Jaheim McGuire. The 6'2", 185-pound freshman. DeMille dropped that in the bucket right at the end of the end zone. So we got the first points on the board. American International can make it 7 here with the PAT. The kick is away. And it's good. Tacks on another. So it is 7-0 Yellow Jackets. They strike first. 7:40 left here in the first quarter. Jason DeMille with a 27-yard pass to Jaheim McGuire puts the first points on the board. PAT makes it 7. That puts the Owls in the hole. The Owls are 1-0 at home. And again, the Yellow Jackets, this is their 4th road game in their last 5. So we got Sean Martin, the electric Sean Martin. He leads the NE10 with 17 kickoff returns. His over 125 yards of all-purpose yards per game ranks 8th in the NE10. They might want to kick it away from him and go towards Anthony Liggy. All right, 7:40 left here in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets strike first, 7-0. Both of their opening possessions started in Owls territory. Martin takes it out of the end zone. That's Liggy taking it out of the end zone. He's got some room. Penalty flag on the play. Probably going to be illegal contact back there by Harrison Smith. That may negate a great return from the end zone. Illegal block in the back. Harrison Smith, the outside linebacker / defensive end. That's going to push the Owls way back in the shadow of their end zone. First and 10 from the 9. 91 yards of pay dirt. They're going to give a rush up the middle, pushes ahead for a few. Deontay Wilson, who had a fantastic game in his first start last game. He had 12 carries for 75 yards, both career highs, with a 6.3 yards per average. Second and 6 from the 13. Another run up the gut from Wilson. Close to moving the sticks right there. Wilson, a 5'10", 195-pound freshman out of Union, New Jersey. Got his first start last week. Anthony Liggy enters the game. Liggy to the left of Bernard. 3rd and 2 from the 17. Bernard back to throw. He's got a man open, and that's Sanders. The Sandman has it, and Owls first down. Isaiah Sanders leads all NE10 receivers in yards per catch in 2019. Little hurry up, Liggy, right side, finds nothing but a host of Yellow Jackets. Might have lost a few on that one. Trevor Catlin, Hollis, all in on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11, loss of 1. So 2nd and 11 from the 25, 5:47 left in the first. Owls trail 7-0. They continue to pound it up the middle behind the captain, Bobby Valeri. All right, that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 from the 27, 5:20 left in the first. The Owls trail here at Jesdow Field, 7-0. Bernard going for it all, just out over the stretched hands of Isaiah Sanders. He drops it in there. Sanders goes all the way to pay dirt on that one. But that's going to bring up 4th and 9 for the Owls at their 27. A little over 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Xavier Torres already with one big return so far in the game. Bouchon gets the punt away. Torres fields it and immediately tackled. Mikalinda in on the tackle. Great special teams tackle. This is going to be the first drive the Yellow Jackets actually start in their own territory, with the other two starting deep in the Owls territory. Little laundry on the field. We're going to see what the flag is. The Yellow Jackets come into this game averaging 29.7 points per game and over 400 yards of total offense, all led by their dual threat quarterback Jason DeMild. He has over 1,000 yards passing and 298 yards rushing.
Receiving team lining up inside the 30. The penalty is declined. First down AIC.
That's going to push the Yellow Jackets back a little bit. Just shy of the 45, around the 43. Yellow Jackets running right a lot behind their captain, David Brown, the 6'4", 285-pound senior from New Jersey. So they set up shop at the 43, 1st and 10, 4:52 left. AIC leads 7-0. DeMille gets out of trouble and gets 3 yards shy of a first down, gets the midfield. He rushed for 33 yards in last week's loss. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 from the 50. 4:25 left here in the first quarter. Four wide receivers. It's a handoff right again behind their big right tackle, Brown. Chase Speller, the 5'8", 200-pound redshirt junior from Waterford, Connecticut, with the carry. That moves the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets are back in Owls territory. Leading 7-0 here, 3:45 left at Jess Dow Field. NE10 conference matchup. Both teams coming in 1-1 in the conference. DeMille fakes the handoff, goes deep. He's got a man. Oh. Could have gone either way. Incomplete. Ja'Kai Young was running step for step. He comes in tonight with 2 pass breakups already. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 42. 3:24 left in the first quarter. Speller in the eye behind DeMille. Flag on the play. That's going to push him back another 5. Put him close to the 50. So now it's 2nd and 15 at the Owls 47. The Owls rush 3. He's almost had him. Got out of that one. Complete down the right sideline. Flag on the play. Angel Baez, the fullback, a little throwback. You're going to see Baez and Kellner, the 2 fullbacks for the Yellow Jackets. The penalties are hurting the Yellow Jackets here early. 3:05 left in the first. The Yellow Jackets up 7-0. On a McGuire 27-yard catch from Jason DeMille. That's the only score we've had so far here in the first. That brings up 2nd and 10. Ball on the 42. Owls with pressure. There's a penalty flag out there. DeMille with a laser to Adams, the 6-foot, 160-pound sophomore from Texas. But another penalty. Holding on the left tackle, Danny Tompkins, the 6'4", 280-pound junior from New Jersey. Penalties killing him. Third penalty so far for the Yellow Jackets. That's going to make it a 2nd and a mile, 2nd and 20 from the 48, 2:44 left in the first. Yellow Jackets lead at 7-0 here at Just Dow Field. Captain Jason DeMille back to throw, finds receiver open, smacked immediately by Delgado McIntyre. All 5'7", 170 pounds of them laying the lumber. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 from the 45, coming up on 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Crowd getting into it. They know they need a big stop right here. 3rd and 13 from the 45. DeMille back to pass. Pulls it back. Another flag on the play. And Harrison Smith. DeMille heard the footsteps of Harrison Smith on that play. Didn't know what to do. Double clutched, pulled it down. And another penalty here in the opening quarter. The Yellow Jackets already have 3 penalties for 25 yards. Danny Tompkins, again, the left tackle, guilty of holding. Harrison Smith wreaking havoc for the Owls. That's going to bring up a 4th and 12 from the 44, 1:30 left here in the first quarter. Delgado McIntyre back. And Jalen Cundiff back for the Owls to return. Oh, close to being blocked right there. Cundiff, fair catch. Round 11. Legs came out from under him. Secured the catch, and that is going to bring up a first down for the Owls as they trail 7-0 here in the first quarter. 1:07 left at Just Dow Field. First and 10 from the 12. 88 yards. They need to go for a score. Fake handoff. Oh, bobbled, but caught. Ryan Souls tipped it to him, a little tip drill to himself. Right down the middle. That's going to bring up first and 10 from the 35. Ryan Souls had a great game last week. They go back to the ground game. Deontay Wilson, the freshman out of Union, New Jersey. Souls had 4 receptions for 79 yards, both career highs last week against New Haven. That brings up 2nd and 6, 27 seconds left here in the first quarter from the 39-yard line. Bernard, hand off again, up the gut, squirts his way through for a first down. Deontay Wilson got the nod, his first start last week. Averages 5.6 yards a carry. Keep feeding him the rock, Tom Godek says. 1st and 10 from the 48. Owls looking to get in Yellow Jackets territory for the first time. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with the score. The Yellow Jackets 7, the Owls nothing. All right, some of those first quarter stats. DeMild 4 for 7 for 47 yards and a touchdown. That 27-yard strike. Davila, 27 yards on the ground at 9 yards a clip. They're going to keep hitting him in the rock. He's got a long of 14 right now. DeMild, the quarterback, he's got 8 yards rushing on the game already. The big play wide receiver, McGuire, he has 2 catches for 34 yards and that touchdown in the first quarter. Joe Bernard, 2 for 7 for 31 yards. He's been sacked once. They've been mixing it up in the running backfield. Gardner with 22 yards, Liggy with 13, and Deontay Wilson with 9. Ryan Souls has the big catch on the day so far, that 23-yarder right there at the end of the first quarter. So it's 1st and 10 from the 48. Owls trail by 7. Back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Was going over the middle. Incomplete to Isaiah Sanders, the big play wide receiver. A lot of white jerseys out there. They are keeping the Sandman in check. That brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48. Deontay Wilson in the backfield with Bernard. Bernard back to pass again. Ooh, a little bit of contact out there. No call, no flags on the play. Tight coverage against Anthony Liggy. Rayborn Dismuke comes in at wide out. Owls going 4 wide receivers set. 3rd and 10 from the 48. Bernard shift in at Deontay Wilson. Timeout. Godek saw the play clock going down, so he wisely called the timeout. 14:48 left here in the second quarter. They're going to be coming back with a 3rd and 10 at the 48. The Owls trail 7-0 to the Yellow Jackets in a big NE10 conference matchup. Tom Godek, in his 8th season, he was named the 2016 Division II Coach of the Year by the Gridiron Club of Chicago. The 1988 grad, a former Owls captain, was the team's offensive coordinator for 13 seasons and officially named as the 6th head football coach in 2014. He did coach 7 years at American International, won 4 division titles, and appeared in 4 NE10 conference champ games, winning 2 conference titles for American International. All right, big 3rd and 10 at the 48 for the Owls. 14:48 left here in the second quarter. Owls trail 7-0. Bernard looking for Sanders. And Sanders with a shoestring grab. keep feeding the Sandman. Bernard's got to be careful. He was locked in on Sanders the whole play. That brings up 1st and 10 from the 36. 14:25 left here in the second quarter. Deontay Wilson in the backfield. He gets the carry off right tackle. Squirts up the middle. Not much there. Jason Thompson in on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. Also Trevor Catlin. Who's been all over the field this evening. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the 33. 3:48 left here. Owls trail 7-0. They are in Yellow Jackets territory for the first time today. Bernard back to pass again. No flag, though. Oh, there's the flag. There was definitely some pushing and shoving. Kevin Degnan was the intended receiver. Looked like the defensive back climbed him a little bit prior to the ball arriving. Kyle Jackson commits the penalty. The 6'1", 190-pound red-shirted senior. They got some big corners, the Yellow Jackets. Jackson 6'1", and Xavier Torres 6'2". But that's going to make a first down for the Owls. 1st and 10 from 23, 13-32. With the Owls knocking on the door. Bernard handoff up the middle. Wilson has room. All day, every day behind Bobby Valeri, the captain center. They are rushing it up the gut. A little hurry-up offense. Red zone territory, 1st and 7 from the 7. Wilson again. Doesn't get much. Terrell Wallace and a host of Yellow Jackets in on that tackle. Latrell Hollis, the big 6'1", 255-pound defensive tackle in there. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 at the 8. Loss of 1. They bring in the big man, T.J. Gardner, in the backfield, 6'4", 235. Yellow Jackets playing undisciplined. That's going to bring up 1st and goal for the Owls. Fake to TJ. Back shoulder pass. Can't hook up with Souls in the corner of the end zone. The Owls with 2 new starters on the offensive line at right guard and right tackle, Starr and Brody. 2nd and 4 from the 4. Flags again on the field. Another penalty. That was by their star, Isaiah Tolbert, the 6', 270-pound senior from New Jersey. He's got 3 sacks on the year so far. He's the NE10 All-Conference First-Team Honors in 2019. He is their leader on the defensive line, but that's going to help out the Owls. So it's 2nd and 2 from the 2. Bernard hands off to Wilson. Wilson squirts his way in close. to the gold line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 from the 1. The Owls trail 7-0 here, 12:30 left in the second quarter. The only scoring happening by the Yellow Jackets midway through the first quarter. So 3rd and 1 from the 1. And the Owls want to talk it over. So the Owls trail 7-0, 12:15 left in the second quarter. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 from the 1. And for the Yellow Jackets, Chris Kutzler, he's in his first season. He's the interim coach. He was named the assistant head coach by AIC head football coach Art Wilkins in June of 2015. Kutzler is also the recruiting coordinator for the team. And with him on the sideline, his Yellow Jackets defense had a number 1 red zone defense in the nation in 2013 and 7th best total defense in 2008. He's going to have to dial up some magic right here to keep the Owls out of the end zone. 3rd and 1 from the 1. Owls trail. Direct snap to Wagner, to Gardner. Direct snap to Gardner, and he's in for the touchdown. TJ Gardner. Little trickery from Tom Godek. One-yard push by the big man, a 6'4", 235-pound junior, TJ Gardner. Golick in for the extra point, and he's good. Legatron, Golick is. He's perfect on PATs, going 12 for 12 on the season. Golick also leads the NE10 in kickers with 26 points, good for 6th in the NE10 of all scorers. So we got a tie ball game. 12-11 left in the second quarter. We're knotted up at 7 here at Just Dow Field. Both teams trying to get above 500 in the NE10. Golick sets the kickoff. Tommy Smith takes it at the 5, heads left, now up the middle. And a nice return to about the 30-yard line from the 5, about a 25-yard return there for Tommy Smith. He averages over 12 yards per return. And that is going to be his long. His previous long was only 7. Unless there's a penalty, which it seems for the Yellow Jackets, that's all they have. Jimmy Brown, the running back, with a block in the back. The Yellow Jackets just shooting themselves in the foot. They have 6 penalties for 41 yards already. And we still have 12:03 left here in the second quarter. So it's 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Whistles again. Sidney Jones doing a little dance down there. The 6'1", 305 grad student drew him off sides. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 15 from the shadow of their end zone, the 5-yard line. Dangerous territory here for the Yellow Jackets. DeMild standing at the goal line. Fullback in motion. Handoff right-hand side. Behind their captain, David Brown, the right tackle. Running right all day. Samad Davila averages 4.6 yards a carry. Also a good receiver out of the backfield. He's got 9 receptions for 76 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 12. They gain back 3 off the penalty. 2nd and 12 from the 8, 11:30 left here in the second. Handoff right again. Samad may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a timeout. Referee timeout. When they come back, it's going to be 3rd down and about 9. A long 9 for the Yellow Jackets. All right, if you're just joining us, 7 minutes into the first quarter, the Yellow Jackets struck first with a 27-yard TD pass from DeMild to Jaheim McGuire. And TJ Gardner, direct snap up the middle for 1 yard. Put the points on the board with 12-11 in the second quarter to knot up this game at 7. We still have 11-14 left to play here before the half. The Owls going with a 3-4 defense this week. Harrison Smith, Sidney Jones, and Cameron Kelly up front. Harrison Smith has been giving Jason DeMild fits here today. 3rd and 9 from the 11. Score knotted up at 7 here at Jesdow Field. Oh, movement on the side. That looked like Harrison Smith. Did he break the plane? Encroachment or false start? It's going to be a big call because it was 3rd and 9. Another penalty on the Yellow Jackets. That is their 9th penalty so far, and we have 11 minutes left to play in the second quarter. 3rd and 14 from the 6. Handoff. No, fakes it. He's going long. He's got a man in and out of the hands of Faison Carney. Streaking down the sidelines. Number 22, Delgado McIntyre. And Jalen Cundiff back to return the punt. The punter going to be deep into his end zone. They might put on the punt block. The Owls made for this one. Timeout. Yellow Jackets want to talk it over. Make sure they have their protection set. Because Rojas Portilla, the Yellow Jackets punter's deep. Going to be deep in his end zone for this one. The Yellow Jackets just killed themselves today. 9 penalties for 61 yards. Whereas the Owls only have 3 for 25. Big disparaging in the first downs. The Owls have 10. The Yellow Jackets only have 5. The Owls rushing the ball at 2.7 yards per clip. The Yellow Jackets at 5.9 per carry. All right. That's going to bring up 4th 14 from the 6. Rojas Portilla in his end zone to punt it away. Delgado McIntyre and Jalen Cundiff to return for the Owls. It's a short kick. High. McIntyre takes it. Oh, he finds a little wiggle room there. Taken down. Delgado McIntyre. The 5'7", 170 pounds, strong safety. With a nice return. That puts him in Yellow Jackets territory. 10:42 left here in the second quarter. The score is knotted up 7 apiece. And it's a 1st and 10 at the 30 for the Owls. Deontay Wilson in the backfield. Joe Bernard in the pistol. Fakes the handoff. A strike over the middle to the right hash. That's the Sandman, Isaiah Sanders, with another catch. Sanders, 3 catches on the day already. A little hurry up. 10:30 left. 1st and 10 from the 17 for the Owls. Handoff Wilson. He squirts his way up the middle. For a few. Jimmy Starr, the right guard, laying the hammer down on that one. Tight end Tim O'Shea enters the game. Second and 6 from the 13, 9:53 left here before the half. Bernard fakes the handoff, fires deep, nobody there. The closest one was Isaiah Sanders. I mean, he's 6'3", 210, but there's no way he was going to get that one. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6 from the 13. Score knotted up at 7, 9:41 left here before halftime. Owls at the 13-yard line. Liggy in the backfield with Bernard. Bernard back to pass over the middle. Intercepted. Intercepted and a good return. That's not what they wanted. Jason Thompson ready there to receive the pass. Good hands by the middle linebacker as he scooped it. Looked like the pass was going to Ryan Souls. Overshot him right into the hands of Jason Thompson. And a nice return by the 6'2", 230-pound senior out of South Hackensack, New Jersey. Big turn of events. Owls were at the 13-yard line. Interception sets up a 1st and 10 at the 37 for the Yellow Jackets. 9:29 left here before the half. DeMild, handoff left-hand side. Number 22, Chase Spiller with the carry, the 6'8", 200-pound redshirt junior. Jalil Watson in on the tackle for the Owls. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 at the 41. 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. Score is tied 7-7 at Jesdow Field. DeMild surveying the field. Single back. The give up the gut. He's got plenty of space. Chase off to the races. Chase Speller with a big first down run there. He comes into tonight, 27 carries, 108 yards at 3.9 yards per pop. The junior back out of Waterford, Connecticut. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 50. 8:26 left here in the second quarter. The score is tied at 7. DeMille back, slings it, sidearm intercepted. Sidearm intercepted. Was that Delgado? McIntyre. Delgado McIntyre returning kicks, returning punts, interceptions. And the Owls say right back at you. I see your interception, and we'll have one of their own. Delgado McIntyre with his first interception on this young season. And that's going to give the Owls the ball at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, 8:16 left here in the second quarter. Deontay Wilson off the left-hand side, a gain of 5 and change. They might have found a gem in the freshman. Deontay Wilson got his first career start last week. Had 12 carries, 75 yards, all career highs, and 6.3 yards per carry. That's going to bring up 1st and 2nd and 5 from the 44. Right up the middle. They're playing the ground and pound game. They got the backs to do it. Liggy. They're in the hurry-up O. The chains aren't moving even fast enough. They're beating them. That brings up 1st and 10 from the 49. Trying to gas that defense. Bernard. Ooh, is that a horse collar? By their leader, Isaiah Tolbert. The referees say no. Liggy lassoed down by Isaiah Tolbert, number 1. 2nd and 14 from the 45. Bernard in the pistol. Back to pass. Great pickup by the running back. And he's got Dismuke. Rayborn Dismuke, the 5'9", 165-pound junior, down the middle. They've been working the middle all game. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 31. A little over 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. Handoff, Liggy up the gut, breaks it to the outside. Fabian Thames on the tackle. The 6', 210-pound red-shirted senior from Randolph, Massachusetts gets in on that, but not before he got a first down. That's 1st and 10 for the Owls at the 21. 6:47 left here in a tie ball game. Deontay Wilson squeezing the rock, gets a couple. Deontay Wilson, the freshman out of Union, New Jersey, put on a show last week, putting another one on here. He remains in the backfield with Bernard. That brings up 2nd and 7 from the 18. 6:15 left in the second quarter. Another handoff to Deontay. Plows his way for a couple more. Fabian Thames on the tackle. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 from the 15. Owls and Yellow Jackets all tied up here at 7 apiece. Oh, they're bringing the blitz off the corner. Corner blitz. They pick it up. Bernard has time just outside of Ezekiel Johnson's hands. Zeke was there. Just a bit outside. But that's going to bring up Legatron. Simon Golick. He hit 3 for 3 on field goals last week, including a 43-yard bomb. So it's going to be about a 25-yarder. The kick is away. And it is good. He is perfect on extra points. He is perfect on field goals. Simon Golick, the sophomore, 6 for 6 on his field goals and 12 for 12 on his PATs. And like I mentioned, he's got a long of 43. And that puts the Owls ahead here with 5:27 left before the half. Golick leads the NE10 in field goals made, field goal percentage, and is the only kicker in the conference to convert all his field goal and point after attempts to date. Well, he's 1 for 1 on both. So 5:27 left before the half. The Owls take a 3-point lead. And Golick set the kickoff here. Kobe Miranda back to field the kick. He takes it around the 11. He's got some room on the right side. Breaks it back into the left. Ball loose. They're going to say he was down before. Little tomfoolery after the play. And there goes the flag. Brian Barnes doing a little pushing and shoving for the Owls after the play. That after a pretty good return by Kobe Miranda, who averages 23.5 yards per return. But the way they're marking it off, this one is going to be on the Yellow Jackets yet again. They're walking it all the way back to the 15-yard line. That's where the Yellow Jackets are going to have to set up shop. 1st and 10 from the 15. 5:20 to go here in the second quarter. The Yellow Jackets trail by 3. Russia up the gut. Saman Duvilla. The Cadillac Coupe de Villa. He has 51 carries, 239 yards, 4.6 yards a pop. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 from the 21. 4:50 left here in the second quarter. Jason DeMille takes it back. Little handoff. No, fakes it. Interception. There is a flag, though. Might have been a little jersey pull by Alexandre. Great grab, but he might have got a little jersey before that. Still, Alexandre, the 5'10", 170-pound freshman from Stratford, Connecticut, with the pick right now. See where they mark it off. Defense still out there for the Owls, so safe to assume it is not an interception. They're marking it at around the 31-yard line, 30 and a half. So that's going to bring up first. They're even confusing the line judge. It's going to set up 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets when they get things organized out there. 4:40 left here in the second quarter. Big penalty on the Alexandre interception. Negates it and give the Yellow Jackets a 1st and 10 at the 31. They trail by 3 here, 4:40 left in the half. Outside, Davila wrestled out of bounds, not before he got 4 or 5 on that one. Alexandre and a host of Owls tracking Davila down. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 35. 4:32 left here in the second quarter. The Owls lead at 10-7. Handoff again. Little stutter step. And he's going to pick up the first down. DeVille with a little shake and bake. That's going to set up a first down from the 42. They're almost in Owls territory, 8 yards away from out the midway line. 4:04 left here before half. DeMille, another handoff. Nothing doing. Joe DiGello, the 6'2", 230-pound freshman, sniffed that out. That's going to push him back a little bit and give him a 2nd and 12 from the 40. 3:28 left in the second quarter. Owls lead by 3. DeMille back to throw, has a man over the middle, drops it in and out of the hands of Tommy Smith. He heard footsteps, though. Elijah Alexandre right there, and a host of other Owls ready to lay the hammer down. Hassan Dominic is telling the crowd to get psyched. He's their leader. He is their captain. All right, 3rd and 12 from the 40. 3:17 left here in the second quarter. DeMille fakes the handoff. He's under some pressure. He's going to be wrapped up and smothered and covered. Finally taken out of bounds by Hassan Dominic, the 5'11", 220 junior from Jersey City, New Jersey. Cameron Belton was in on it, limping off the field. DeMille is sharp on his feet, averages 4.4 yards per carry. But it couldn't get away from the middle linebacker, Hassan Dominic, for the Owls. All right, Delgado McIntyre and Sean Martin back to receive the punt. Punt is away, a low liner. Taking a Yellow Jackets bounce. They're going to let it go. Delgado, Sanders getting out of the way. Finally downed at the 13-yard line. All right, 2:04 left here before the half. The Owls lead at 10-7. Southern's going to set up shop 1st and 10 from the 16. Austin Mosley and Cundiff into the game, wide left. Bernard gives it off to Gardner. Gardner tries to push his way for a few. Latrell Hollis and Gang in on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. 1:45 left here before halftime. The score, the Owls 10, the Yellow Jackets 7. 2nd and 7 from the 20 for the Owls. Bernard fakes it, pumps once, and just throws it away. Closest receiver was Isaiah Sanders on that. Fabian Thames, who already has an interception on the day, was in the vicinity. He was looking for another. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 from the 20. 1 minute and 23 seconds left here in the second quarter. Anthony Liggy comes into the game in the backfield. 3rd and 7 from the 20. Bernard back, fires over the middle. He's got Dismuke. Rayborn living in the middle here tonight. That's going to bring up a first down, 1:18. Clock stops as they reset the marker. All right, 1:15 left before the half. 1st and 10 from the 36. Bernard, little shovel pass, and Liggy gets out smartly, gets out of bounds quickly. 1:03 left on the clock before halftime. The Owls lead 10-7. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 39-yard line. Running back Deontay Wilson back into the game. The electric freshman. Four wide receivers set, but they give it up the gut to Wilson. He's going absolutely and positively nowhere. Ahmad Rabah with the tackle. 45 seconds left. The Yellow Jackets want to talk it over before a 3rd and 7 from the Owls 39. 45 seconds remain, 10-7. The Owls lead. .45 ticks on the clock. These two teams do have some history. Southern Connecticut and American International have met 64 times. The Owls winning 34 of them and 3 ending in ties. The last close one that the Owls won, 21-20 in 2016. All right, 3rd and 7 from the 39. 45 seconds remain before the half. Liggy at running back. Bernard back to pass, fires. He's got a man. Misfires. Isaiah Sanders was there. So that's going to bring out the punting unit. Jack Bouchand. Back to punt. Xavier Torres back to return for the Yellow Jackets. He's hanging out around the 30-yard line. 40 seconds remain. Bouchon gets it away. It's a high wobbler. Torres fields it around the 30 and gets about 6. Harrison Smith in on the special teams tackle. So 29 ticks of the clock remain. The Owls lead by 3, 10-7 here in the second quarter. First and 10 from the 36. Yellow Jackets with motion. He's got his running back out wide open out to the right. Doesn't see him because he's got him right over the middle. A man over the middle. He takes it all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Kobe Miranda. Read the Owls the rights on that one. What a big play. 18 seconds remain. A 51-yard strike to Kobe Miranda from Jason DeMille sets up the Yellow Jackets in the red zone. They are 12 for 15 in red zone scoring coming into tonight. And 11 of those have been touchdowns. 3 will tie it up. 7 will take the lead. 18 seconds left. First and 10 from the 13 for the Yellow Jackets. DeMille back. The blitz is on. Man, dropped. A little low to Jamison, the 6'4", 205 sophomore from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Ja'Kai Young on the coverage for the Owls. 13 seconds remain. Second and 10 from the 13 for the Yellow Jackets. DeMille looks left. In trouble. Scrambles but fumbles the ball. DeMille recovered, or are they saying they're saying recovery? No. The time runs out. DeMille did recover the ball at the 5, but time runs out. Bad clock management right there for the Yellow Jackets as the Owls take a 10-7 lead into overtime. These two teams were both picked to finish 7th in the NE10 conference in the preseason rankings. All right, we've had 2 touchdowns and a field goal here in the game as we head into halftime. With the score, the Owls 10, the Yellow Jackets 7. All right, the scoring summary in the first quarter, a little over 7 minutes remaining. Jason DeMille completed a 27-yard pass to Jaheim McGuire for the first points of the game. The PAT was good. In the second, though, that's when the Owls came alive. TJ Gardner, a direct snap rush up the middle for 1 yard, put the Owls' first points on the board. And a little over 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Simon Golick, field goal attempt was good from 32 yards. So that's where we stand, 10-7 here at the half. We're going to be back with more stats in just a moment. You're watching the NE10 conference matchup between the Southern Connecticut Owls and the American International Yellow Jackets at Jesdow Field in New Haven, Connecticut.
Once again, the game team for Southern. Owls football fans, today marks the start of the 2021 homecoming campaign, the Owl Way. Your support will benefit the program of your choice. As a bonus, the Athletic Director's Challenge will reward the programs with the most donors and most dollars raised. If you're interested in supporting Southern Connecticut football or any SCSU athletic program, please visit scsuowls.com/support. Owls fans, be sure to follow at SCSUFB on Twitter, as well as SOCON Football, SOCONN Football on Instagram. Keep up to date with the Owls. When the Owls are on the road, or you can't make it to Jesdow Field, tune into the Owls Network at scsuowls.com/the Owls Network for free live video. Connecticut Army National Guard to protect our freedom at home and abroad. If you'd like to learn more about what they can offer you, give them a call, 800-716-3550, or visit them online at ct.ngb.army.mil. Connecticut Army National Guard, proud supporter of Owls Athletics. For all of your phone, internet, and TV needs, your first call should be to Xfinity, a proud supporter of Southern Connecticut State University Athletics. You should check out their website at xfinity.com to learn about all of their products and services, whether it's a double play, triple play, or even the quad play program. Xfinity has all the bases covered. Special thanks to Southern Connecticut Athletics official game day sponsor, Sodexo. Thank you for your support.
All right, you're watching the NE10 conference matchup between the Southern Connecticut Owls and the American International Yellow Jackets at Jesdow Field here in New Haven, Connecticut. Under the lights, the Owls with a 10-7 lead at the half. And the Yellow Jackets were first to get on the board, capping off a 3-play, 41-yard drive that only took 40 seconds. It was a 27-yard strike from DeMilde to Jaheim McGuire for the first points of the game. That put the Yellow Jackets up 7-0 after the PAT, but the Owls answered in the second quarter. TJ Gardner with a direct snap rush up the middle for 1 yard that capped off a 15-play drive that went 88 yards in almost 4 minutes. The Owls took the lead with a little over 5 minutes left in the second quarter with a Simon Gullick field goal from 32 yards. That capped off a 9-play, 46-yard drive lasting 2 minutes and 49 seconds. And there was some little confusion at the end with the Yellow Jackets on the Owls' 13-yard line, about 5 seconds remaining. Jason DeMilde fumbled after rushing up the middle for 5 yards. He recovered his own fumble, but time expired. So with the Yellow Jackets at the Owls' 13-yard line, they got 0 points out of that. But penalties is the big difference of the game. The Yellow Jackets committed 11 penalties for 80 yards, while the Owls only committed 4 for 35 yards. The Owls have the tilt on most of the stats. The Southern Connecticut Owls have 15 first downs to AIC's 9. Rushing yards are about equal. The Owls have 79 yards rushing in the first half, with the Yellow Jackets having 78, but really the Yellow Jackets are averaging 4.9 yards per pop, where the Owls are only averaging under 3. Receiving yards are pretty similar too. The Owls have 103 yards receiving, while the Yellow Jackets have 98. Let's look at the individual stats. On our leaderboard, Jason Thompson for American International has 10 tackles all the game. He leads the Yellow Jackets in tackles here. Southern Connecticut, Robert Nunez, the linebacker, number 33, has 6 in the game. There has been a couple sacks. American International, Trevor Catlin has a sack on the game. Harrison Smith has 1. Robert Nunez has a half of sack. In the passing game, dual threat quarterback Jason DeMilde for the Yellow Jackets has 98 yards passing after 2 quarters, and Joe Bernard has 103. The leaders in receptions, Kobe Miranda has 51 yards for the Yellow Jacks, while Isaiah Sanders has 37. In the rushing game, Samad with 46. DeMilde, the quarterback, he's rushed for 11. Chase Speller has 21 for Southern Connecticut. Deontay Wilson, the electric freshman, has 40 yards to lead the team. Anthony Liggy in second with 26. TJ Gardner has 25 yards. So we're about to get the second half underway here with the score. The Owls 10, the Yellow Jackets 7. A big NE10 conference matchup. Both of the teams coming in today 1-1 in the NE10. The Yellow Jackets are going to get the ball here to start the third quarter. All right, Yellow Jackets, the Road Warriors. They are 4th road game in their last 5. And the Owls, a perfect 1-0 at home this season. All right, Simon Golick, ready to kick it away. Tommy Smith Takes it around the 5. He's got a little room on the left-hand side. Makes his way almost up to the 30-yard line. He was tackled by Malik Hamilton, the linebacker for the Owls. So the Yellow Jackets are going to start their first drive here of the third quarter at the 30-yard line. The Owls lining up in that three-man front with Smith, Jones, and Kelly. Hassan Dominic blitzing in the middle. That was picked up wide open man down the sidelines. He may take it all the way home. Tackled at around the 2-yard line by Ja'Kai Young for the Owls. Not before Tommy Smith sprints down the sidelines. A huge pickup. First and goal at the 3 for the Yellow Jackets after that bomb for 68 yards to Tommy Smith. DeMild, handoff up the middle. Davila might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Joe DiGello in on the tackle. The freshman outside linebacker out of Orange, Connecticut. No gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 3 from the 3. DeMond, handoff right-hand side. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide when Richard Williams Jr. is in town. The 5'9", 195 outside linebacker drops him for a loss. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 7 and get the Owls faithful, the Blue Crew, hyped up here. 13:09 left in the third quarter. The Owls lead 10-7. 3rd and goal from the 7. DeMild back. Plenty of time. Surveys the field, fires over the middle, in and out of the hands of Javon Adams. Adams open in the back of the end zone. In and out of his hands. That's going to bring up 4th down. And a shaky kicking game for the Yellow Jackets. Joseph Calori to kick it. About a 29-yarder. The kick is up, and it's blocked. It's blocked. Blocked on the field. Elijah Alexandre. And a host of Owls in on the play. So the Yellow Jackets came up empty from the Owls 13 to end the second quarter, and now come up empty with a big special teams block for the Owls. So the Owls still clinging to the 10-7 lead, 12:44 left here in the third quarter. First and 10 from the 21. Bouchon back, plenty of time, fires down the middle. He's got a man wide open. That is the Sandman, Isaiah Sanders, all the way past the 40 to the 39. They are in Yellow Jackets territory that quick. Bernard with a strike. to his big play wide receiver, Isaiah Sanders. 1st and 10 from the 38. Run up the middle for maybe 1 or 2. A 41-yard strike, Bernard to Ryan Souls. Ryan Souls, the junior. 2nd and 8 right here at the 36. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Bernard back again, fires once and all. Has a man open, leaping at the 5. Tackled by Kyle Jackson for the Yellow Jackets. Isaiah Sanders again. 1st and goal from the 5 for the Owls. Handoff, running right. He's got room. He's got space. Dives for the pylon. Touchdown, Owls. Zeke in there. Ezekiel Johnson. The 5'9", 185-pound sophomore out of Monmouth Junction, New Jersey. Gets a score. They've been rotating a lot of the freshmen, Deontay Wilson, and now Ezekiel Johnson gets his first touchdown on the season. Oh, Golick misses his first extra point on the season. But the Owls still lead 16-7, 11:30. Here in the third quarter. Ezekiel Johnson with a 5-yard scamper for the score. But it was the Bernard to Ryan Souls 41-yard bomb that set up the Ezekiel Johnson 5-yard run as they extend the lead 16-7, 11:30 here in the third quarter. Simon Golick ready to kick off for the Owls. It's away. Tommy Smith, again with the carry, dives forward to around the 19. Late flag. Late hit. It looked like number 35, Joel Kashilla, with maybe a special teams mistake. The Owls have been pretty good on penalties so far. Only 4 in the game compared to the Yellow Jackets' 11.
After the play was over, personal foul. Kicking team, number 50, late hit. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Malik Hamilton is called for the penalty. The refs are going to walk it off, and that's going to set up 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Another penalty on the Yellow Jackets. They get a little, and then they give it back. That's going to push him back 5 yards. 1st and 15 from the 29.
First down.
16-7 here. Owls lead at just downfield. 1st and 15 from the 29. Run right. little bit of space. And he cuts it back inside. And finally taken down by Richard Williams Jr. Refs are saying he stepped out of bounds, but still a nice 8-yard gain for Chase Speller. The 5'8", 200-pound redshirt junior out of the Waterford, Connecticut. 11 minutes left here in the third. 2nd and 2. Under pressure. He can't get away. Alexandre put on the heat. But Robert Nunes cleans it up. That's a sack and a half for that young man already tonight. Robert Nunes, the 5'11", 230-pound sophomore from Valley Stream at New York with the sack. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 from the 37. 10:22 left here in the third quarter. DeMille back. DeGello in there. Doesn't get him. He's pointing down and just heaves it. No flags. Good coverage right there. You expect it from the captain, Delgado McIntyre. And for a little extra, he's going to go back there and return the punt. You got Cundiff and Delgado McIntyre back to receive the punt. 4th and 8 from the 37. 10:06 left here in the third quarter. The Owls lead 16-7 at Jesdow Field. Rojas Portilla kicking around from the 19. A nice line drive. Cundiff takes it. Has a little room, and that closes quickly. Xavier Torres with a great special teams tackle. (16-7), 9:57 left here in the third quarter. A big NE10 conference battle. Both teams coming into today 1-1 in the conference. And ironically, both teams picked to finish 7th in the preseason rankings. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 24. Bernard in the pistol. 3 wide receiver set. A run up the middle. He's got a little space. Deontay Wilson squirts his way for about a 7-yard gain. They're really running it to the right side of the ball. Jimmy Starr, the right guard, and Amari Brody, the freshly minted new right tackle and right guard. They're running it behind those 280-pounders. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 from the 33. 9:20 left here in the third. Bernard back to pass. He's got Sanders. Sanders with an amazing grab. Climbs the ladder over Paiute from the Yellow Jackets. Just said, that's mine, and took it right out of the air. That's going to set up a 1st and 10 for the Owls at the 46 in the Yellow Jackets territory already. Bernard, Hodge, trying to find some room, a little spin move. Makes something out of nothing. Ty Hodge, the 6'2", 200-pound grad student from Alexandria, Virginia. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 43. Deontay Wilson in the backfield with Bernard. Yellow Jackets showing blitz. They do. They bring the house. Bernard still. Oh, that's got to be a flag right there. That's got to be a flag. Yes. Bernard had a man making a break for it. Ryan Souls, the 5'11", 170-pound junior, got tripped up on the play. The ball did fall incomplete. They pick up the flag. The fans here at Just Dow are not liking that call whatsoever. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 from the 44. Bernard back, fires to Sanders. Sanders goes up, bad flag. There's another flag. There is another flag. Kyle Jackson. I'm sorry, Peyote again. And he goes limping off after going up with Sanders. Sanders loses his helmet. He goes to the sidelines. Another penalty. Pass interference. Rodolin Peyote for the Yellow Jackets. That makes it 13 penalties, and we have 8 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the third quarter alone. Yellow Jackets shooting themselves in the foot here, but that brings up a 1st and 10. See if the Owls can take advantage here at the 29-yard line. Bernard, handoff up the gut, dives for a few. Deontay Wilson running right behind Bobby Valeri, the NE10 All-Third team in 2019. The captain and the center. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9 at the 28. 7:47 left here in the third quarter. The Owls lead 16-7. Bernard pass all the way. Pressure. Falls incomplete. Bernard was looking for Rayborn Dismuke, the 5'9", 165-pound junior out of Long Beach, New Jersey. So that's going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 from the 28 for the Owls. Owls lead by 9 here, 7:33 left in the third quarter. Bernard, empty backfield. See if the Yellow Jackets bring some heat. Looks like a corner blitz. No. They back off. Bernard just gets it away. Trevor Catlin applying the pressure. Offense is going to stay out on the field for this 4th down. Golick has the leg. He hit a 43-yarder. But Tom Godek, head coach of the Owls, elects to keep the offense on the field. So here it is, 4th and 9 from the 28. Liggy in the backfield with Bernard. Takes the snap. Plenty of time, and it's Sanders with a diving grab all the way down to the 10-yard line. Isaiah Sanders. Sticky hand Sanders. He grabbed that thing right out of the air. Diving catch. And that brings up a 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Owls. Red zone territory. Liggy with the carry. Breaks one tackle. And is hit by Fabian Thames for the Yellow Jackets. The Owls are 11 for 13 in red zone scoring. 7 of those are touchdowns coming into today. Four wide receivers set. Liggy steps up, changes the play. Bernard, handoff right up the gut. Gain of a few, and that's going to bring up third down. They bring in the big tight end, Tim O'Shea, 6'5", 230. The UConn transfer. He got out of there just in time. He split right. Empty backfield here for Bernard. Let's see if they bring some pressure. Looks like they're bringing 3. Bernard throws it up high for O'Shea, but intercepted in the end zone by Rojas Portilla for the Yellow Jackets. Tim O'Shea came in, and all 6'5" of them couldn't bring that down. The 6 foot, 210-pound junior Rojas Portilla, with great coverage for the Yellow Jackets, picked off in the end zone. And that's going to end a long drive for the Owls and set up 1st and 10 from the 20. 5:46 remain. Owls lead by 9, 16-7 here in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us here at Jess Dow Field. Man in motion. DeMille back, plenty of time, fires over the middle. An absolute laser to Jackson Ramsey, who already has 9 catches for 148 yards coming into today. The 5'9", 165 freshman with the grab. That's going to set up another first down at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, 5:26 left here in the third. Four wide receivers set, but they give it a fake. And DeMille just throws it away. Too much pressure by Joe DiGello. The 6'2", 230-pound freshman out of Orange, Connecticut, applying the pressure. It's going to bring down a 2nd and 10 at the 40 for the Yellow Jackets. 5:12 left here in the third quarter. DeMille fakes the handoff, throws it deep, a wobbler in the air. That duck goes nowhere. Ja'Kai Young on the coverage. They were going for Tommy Smith on that one, but Ja'Kai Young all over that play. Ja'Kai Young, 14 tackles already on this young season. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 at the 40. 5:05 left here in the third. The Owls leading by 9. Looking to go perfect here at Jesdale Stadium. Fans making some noise, rattling DeMille. DeMille, he is under pressure. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Harrison Smith. And a flag after the play. Is it taunting? Harrison Smith. Ran him down. Let's see what the referees say the flag is for. Harrison Smith makes a good play, then gets called for the penalty. Mitch McDonough comes in for Harrison Smith now here on the defensive line. Joe DiGello also coming in. That gives them a fresh set of downs. This game could be surmised as penalty-crushing penalties over and over again for both squads. So it's 1st and 10 from the 47, 4:39 left here in the third quarter. DeMille fakes the handoff, fires over the middle, has a man, Javon Adams. Oh. Check that, Jaheim McGuire, the 6'2", 185-pound freshman from Paterson, New Jersey with the grab. They're moving the chains. That brings up another 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. They are now deep into Owls territory. 4:12 left on the clock here in the third quarter. DeMille, handoff, right-hand side. Davila powers his way for 3 or 4. Suma Davila had 13 rushes for 65 yards last week and a score. He averages 4.6 yards a carry. He's a workhorse. I-back, 2nd and 7 at the 35, 3:33 left here in the third quarter. Owls lead by 9. DeMille gets just hammered as he throws. A host of Owls in on the play. It was a jailbreak. They were all in there. Sidney Jones, Mitch McDonough. The Owls applying the heat this game with the front 3. And you also see number 58. Look for Joe DiGello. He creeps up in there. He looks like he's going to do another one, too. On the right-hand side, number 58. 3rd and 7 from the 35. DeMille back. Handles the rush. Fires a completion to Kobe Miranda. That quiets down the Owls crowd. And moves the chains again. That brings up 1st and 10 from the 23. 3 minutes remain here in the third quarter. The Owls lead 16-7 over the Yellow Jackets. DeMille fakes the handoff, fires over the middle, has a man, broken up nicely. Elijah Alexandre. He's a little upset that he didn't make the pick, but what a nice pass breakup. He came into the day with 2 pass breakup already, 18 tackles on the season. The 5'10", 170-pound freshman out of Stratford, Connecticut, making the play right there. All right, 2:44 left here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 23. Owls leading by 9. DeMille, handoff, fakes it, fire over the middle again, intercepted. The Owls, another interception for the Owls, and that was the captain, Quadir Delgado McIntyre. Timely interceptions for the Owls. Takes it all the way up to almost the 40-yard line. All right, 1st and 10 from the 41 for the Owls. Little trickery, Cundiff put in a box, just gets pushed out of bounds. Loss of about 5 or 6 on the play. Jalen Cundiff, the speedster, gets bottled up. That's going to bring up a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15 from the 36 for the Owls. Trips left. He's going that way. Pass complete. Bulldozes his way past the original line of scrimmage. Joe Bernard looking comfortable in his second start this season. That brings up a big 3rd and 9 from the 42 for the Owls. 1:34 left in the third quarter. Owls lead 16-7 over the Yellow Jackets. Bernard back to pass, under pressure, fires a short one to Liggy. Wrestled out of bounds. Liggy is a good receiver out of the backfield. 9 receptions for 62 yards coming into this game. But that's going to set up 4th and 6. Coming up on a minute left here at Just Dow. Xavier Torres back to return for the Yellow Jackets. Jack Bouchon to punt it away for the Owls. Bouchon gets away a boomer. That's going to field it and tackled immediately. Fumble. Uh-oh, there's flags all over the field. They are not happy about that. Pushing and shoving after the whistle. Appeared to be Brian Barnes with the recovery. Penalties not helping both teams, but especially the Yellow Jackets. 13 penalties for 95 yards. The Owls aren't doing much better. They have 6 for 65. The referee over talking to Tom Godek. Not telling him something he wants to hear by the looks of it. The referee's conferring in the middle of the hashes. (16-7). Owls lead here, 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh. Penalty on the Owls. Very costly penalty. McAlinden for the Owls. They're calling number 43. So double unsportsmanlike penalties. Another penalty on the kicking team. And all that brings us back to 42 seconds left here at Just Outfield in the third quarter. 1st and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets at the 41. Tom Godek is beside himself on the sidelines.
First and 10, AIC at the row 41.
Well, the Owls still lead by 9. 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. In a penalty-ridden game at Just Outfield. DeMild with the handoff up the gut. Chase Speller with a few. 5'8", 200-pound redshirted junior out of Waterford, Connecticut, gets the carry. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the 44. 25 ticks of the clock left here in the third. Owls lead 16-7. Second and 7 from the 44. Owls in a 3-man front. Chase goes back to Speller. Close to a first down. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Put your fours in the air. It is 16-7. Owls leading in this NE10 conference matchup right here at Jesdow Field in New Haven, Connecticut. All right, how we got here. The Yellow Jackets came out hot in the first quarter with a 27-yard pass from Jason DeMille to Jaheim McGuire for a score. That was a 3-play, 41 yards in only 40 seconds to give them the 7-0 lead. But it's been all Owls since then. TJ Gardner, direct snap, rush up the middle for 1 yard. That capped off a 15-play, 88-yard drive that lasted almost 4 minutes. Simon Golick tacked on another 3 with a 32-yarder. And Ezekiel Johnson rushed for 5 yards, capping off a 5-play, 79-yard series that lasted a little over a minute. So here we are, 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They keep it on the ground. Chase Speller getting the workload here. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5 at the 44. The Yellow Jackets in the Owls territory. Looking to close the gap. Owls lead by 9. Trips left. Little bubble pass. Oh, halfback pass. Sumad Davila with the pass. Kequan Jameson, a 6'4", 200-pound sophomore from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Little trickery out of that with the halfback pass, but that sets up a 1st and 10 at the Owls 25. 14:03 left in the third quarter. The Owls lead by 9. DeMille, plenty of time. He's running out of it now. And taking him down, Harrison Smith again. DeMille is going to have nightmares tonight about Harrison Smith. He has been all over him all game. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 23, 13:28 left in the game. Owls lead 16-7. With the Yellow Jackets knocking at the door, DeMille fires it long, wants it all. Batted away. Look like Richard Williams Jr. back in on coverage. It's a Delgado McIntyre. The captain. All right, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 from the 23. 13:10 left. Owls lead by 9. Oh, wide open. So much space for Chase Speller. In and out of his hands. That's going to bring up a 4th and 8 from the 23. Now, they don't have a field goal kicker that's made a field goal this season. So they keep the offense out on the field. Jackson Ramsey enters the game. Jamison split wide, the 6'4", 205 sophomore. DeMild might be looking for him right-hand side. He's back, plenty of time. Over the middle, complete. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of Kequan Jamison, the big target. It was right on the numbers, but it ends up incomplete. Turnover on downs. That's going to give the Owls a 1st and 10 from their own 23. 2:56 left here with the Owls leading by 9, 16-7 in the final frame. Deontay Wilson in the backfield with Bernard. The Yellow Jackets bring the heat, but Wilson finding daylight. All he needs is a little seam. 5'10", 195-pound freshman. Got his first start last week and a lot of carries in this game so far.
Gain of 8 to the 31, 2nd and 2.
50 yards in the game so far for Deontay Wilson. That's going to bring up 2nd and 2 from the 31. 2:20 left here in the fourth quarter. Bernard back, looking for Sanders all day. I believe he was tackled before the ball got there. No flag on the play. Much to Sanders' dismay. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2 from the 31. Owls looking to go 3 and 2 on the season, 2 and 1 in the NE10. Looks like another direct snap to TJ, and he's got it again, the workhorse. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. TJ Gardner, 6'4", 235. The bulldozer setting up another Owls first down. He scored on a direct snap in the second quarter for a touchdown. And now gets a 1st and 10 at the 44. 11:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Dismuke in motion. TJ again. Right side rumble. Gardner. Another direct snap. Brushes right side for a couple. A long 4. That's going to give him 2nd and 6 from the 48. Owls draining the clock on this drive. Second and 6 from the 48. Bernard drops back, pumps once, doesn't like anything. He's not going to like what's coming to him right now. A host of Yellow Jackets. Fabian Thames having a heck of a game here today for the Yellow Jackets. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9 from the 45. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the game. The Owls lead 16-7. Bernard back, looking. He's got a man. Cundiff with the grab. Keith Jackson on the coverage, but Cundiff climbs the ladder. He's only 5'8", 155, but the senior from Broxton, Massachusetts, gives the Owls a first down. That's going to set up a 1st and 10 from the 42 in enemy territory. The Yellow Jackets 42. Owls lead by 9. Handoff up the gut. Going with a little ground and pound, Deontay Wilson. The electric freshman on the carry. Again, his first start, he had a season high in carries last week with 12, season high in yards, 75, and averaged 6.3 yards per carry. He deserves to handle the rock tonight. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 at the 38. Bernard fakes the handoff, rolls right, has time, better get rid of it, just throws it out of bounds. Smart play from the 6'1", 190-pound junior from New Hampshire. Last week completed 27 passes for 265 yards in his first start of the season. Well, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 from the 38. 9:11 left here in the game at Jesdow Field. The Owls lead 16-7 over the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets teasing some pressure right here. Penalty flag comes out. False start. Jimmy Starr. They've been running well behind the right-hand side. Jimmy Starr, the right guard out of Southington, Connecticut. The red-shirted junior with the penalty. That's going to push him back a bit and set up a 3rd and 11 at the 43. Bernard looking to the sidelines for the play. Chris Bergeski, the offensive coordinator, calling a good game here today. Bernard goes back, empty backfield, fires over the middle. And what a leaping catch again by Cundiff. Not enough, but another incredible grab for the 5'8", 155-pound senior. It's going to bring out the punting unit. Jack Bouchon. He's dropped 6 inside the 20. Let's see if he can pin him down here. Number 4, Xavier Torres, back to return for the Yellow Jackets. Bouchon. That's going to drop around the 10-yard line. Fair catch at the last minute. Wisely. He was about to get hit in the next week. Xavier Torres, the cornerback and kick returner. All right, time is ticking away. It's 8:20 left here in the fourth quarter. The Owls lead 16-7. 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. They have to go 91 yards. Owls up by 2 scores. So the Yellow Jackets are going to have to score quickly if they want to get back in this game. Owls lead by 9, 8:20 left here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 9. DeMille back in his end zone passing. A little dangerous, but a nice flip to the running back. And he gains about 12 on that one. Samad Davila, the 6', 205-pound, red-shirted senior, the captain, to the captain. And that brings up a 1st down. Under 8 minutes remain here at Jesdow Field in New Haven, Connecticut. Thanks for joining us here for this NE10 conference matchup. American International Yellow Jackets with a 1st and 10 at the 22. DeMille back, scrambles left, fires in the dirt. Intended for Kobe Miranda. That falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 at the 22. Player hurt for the Owls. Referee time out. All right, there's been scoring in every quarter of this game so far, as we would expect from an NE10 conference matchup. The Yellow Jackets' only score of the game came in the first quarter. The mild pass to Jaheim McGuire for 27 yards, capping off a 3-play drive that went 41 yards in 40 seconds. They have not scored since. It has been all Owls. All right, 2nd and 10 at the 22, 7:40 left in the fourth quarter. Handoff, wrapped up. Barbosa Torres in on the tackle. The 6-foot, 315-pound sophomore from Willimantic, Connecticut. Taking down Duvilla on the play. That brings up 3rd and 8 from the 24, 7:11 left here in the game. Owls lead by 9. Fumbled snap. DeMille gets it back, but he's in trouble. All the way back at the 3-yard line. Marcel Walker with a huge sack. That's his 2nd sack on the season right now. And a big one, knocking him all the way back to the 5-yard line. 4th and 27. They're going to be punting out of the shadow of their own end zone. Cundiff and Delgado McIntyre back to return. They're at about the 46-yard line. They get the punt away. Delgado McIntyre will field it around the 49. He's got room to the left. Shaking and baking. Is he a defensive player or an offensive player? The strong safety, the captain, giving the Owls incredible field position right outside of the red zone. 6:03 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Owls lead by 9. All right, Southern Connecticut State setting up shop at the 23, 1st and 10. 6:03 left in the game. Motion Rosen. Handoff up the gut. Oh, and he's got room. He's got room into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. The electric freshman, Deontay Wilson. Tom Godek has found his man in the 5'10", 195-pound freshman from Union, New Jersey. Averaged 6.3 yards a carry last week. Now, a score on the ground. One from TJ, one from Ezekiel, and now another. The extra point is good. Golick remains perfect in extra points. The Owls extend the lead here in the fourth quarter. 23, the Yellow Jackets 7. 5:53 remains. No problem. All right. 23-7. That's not what the Yellow Jackets wanted to see. Delgado McIntyre with a great punt return set up. Incredible field position for the Owls. Deontay Wilson scampers to pay dirt. 3 different running backs today have scored touchdowns for the Owls. Tom Godek working the ground game here today. Bergeski, the offensive coordinator, may have found a gem right here. Little squib kick. Fielded at the 15. He makes his way all the way out to the 40-yard line. Josh Martinati with the special teams tackle. All right, the fans can feel it here at Just Dow. 5:45 remains. The Owls comfortably on top, 23-7 here in the fourth quarter. Yellow Jackets' only score came all the way back in the first quarter. It's been all Owls since. 1st and 10 at the 40, 5:45 remaining in the final frame. DeMille back to pass. He's under pressure again. Complete. Jackson Ramsey with the catch. The 5'9", 165-pound freshman from Charleston, South Carolina. Probably enjoying this chilly night here in New Haven. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 at the 47. Motion. Goes out to the man in motion. Complete. Down around the 50-yard line is Kobe Miranda. Delgado McIntyre in on that. That moves the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Time is ticking away. A little urgency is needed on the Yellow Jackets' part. 4:48 left in the fourth quarter. 23-7 lead for the Owls. DeMille back to throw under pressure. In and out of the hands of Davila. The New Brunswick, New Jersey native couldn't handle that one. Chase Speller coming into the game. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. 4:35 left here in the fourth quarter. The Jello's showing blitz off the edge. He does come. DeMille gets away from one man, gets away from another, spinning, and finally taken down by Sidney Jones, the 6'1", 305 grad student out of Hartford, Connecticut. DeMille worked some magic on that play. He's a dual threat QB. Coming into today, has an average rush of 4.4 yards per carry. 4 minutes left in the game, 23-7 lead. Third and 2 over the middle. Incomplete, looking for Jaheim McGuire, the 6'2", 185-pound freshman. .352 remaining in the game. Southern Connecticut State 23, American International 7. It's going to bring up a big 4th and 2 at the Owls 42. DeMille back, pumps once, wants to take it himself, breaks a few tackles, and gets the first down. Slippery. Joe DiGello had a shot. But Jason DeMille, the captain from Sayreville, New Jersey, showing off his dual threat abilities. 1st and 10 at the 35. 3:24 left in the game. DeMille back Looking plenty of time. He's going for it all. He's got a man open, and it's picked off. He's got a man open. It's picked off. Holding it like a loaf of bread. Jalen Lewis. Believe it was number 30, Jalen Lewis. The 6 foot, 170-pound junior from Manchester, Connecticut. Or he was the one who did the backflip. Check that. It was Ja'Kai Young with his first interception on the season, and it was a big one. It was now the Owls look to ground and pound 1st and 10 from 27. 3:05 left in the game. Owls leading comfortably 23-7. Rush up the middle. Deontay Wilson gains a few. Colzer, head coach of the Yellow Jackets, out on the field already. And he wants to talk it over. So we have a timeout here in the fourth quarter with the Owls leading 23-7. 2:53 left on the clock in the final quarter. Southern Connecticut, 2 picks on the day already. And they're leading the time of possession 24 minutes and 19 seconds to the Yellow Jackets, 19:59. So we're going to look for a little ground and pound here to try and run out the clock. 2:53 left in the fourth quarter, 23-7 Owls here at Just Dow Field in New Haven, Connecticut. Bernard with the handoff. Up the gut. Gain of about 4. Starting left tackle, Carew Gomes is down, writhing in pain. Signaling to his knee. Gomes has started at left tackle every game this season so far. The backup is freshman Luke Gagnon, 6'5", 280-pound freshman out of Walcott, Connecticut. The Owls looking to break the 100-yard mark in rushing. They got 96 on the day so far. Joe Bernard launching it for 226 yards through the air. The crowd gives Carew Gomes a Blue Crew a clap as he walks off the field under his own energy. All right, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 at the 33. 2:42 left in the game.
Third down and 4.
Christian Mania has slid over from left guard to left tackle. Lucky Paul in at left guard. 3rd and 4 from the 33. Sanders in motion. Handoff met immediately. Deontay Wilson, though, stays on his feet. was met right at the line of scrimmage. Gained a couple, but not enough for a first down. That's going to bring up a 4th and 3rd from the 34. And the Yellow Jackets call time. We're here at Just Outfield for an NE10 conference matchup. The Southern Connecticut Owls lead 23-7. 2:13 left here in the fourth quarter. All right, Southern Connecticut State. Joe Bernard, 14 for 33, 2 INTs, 266 yards passing on the day. Isaiah Sanders over the century mark. He has 6 catches for 108 yards here on the day. All right, 4th and 3, punt. Bouchon gets it away, a little wobbler. Bounces, takes, and Xavier Torres wisely drops at the 35. .206 left in the game. Robert Nunez having a heck of a game. 7 tackles on the day. Harrison Smith, 2 sacks. Nunez, to go along with those 7 tackles, has a sack and a half here today. But it's been the 2 INTs, Delgado and Williams, here today. The defense really stepped up. 2:06 left, 1st and 10 from the 35. Mild, plenty of time, finds a receiver, crosses downfield. He's got some running room. Kobe Miranda skips his way for a big gain and puts them in Owls territory. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. Joel Kashilla coming into the game for Richard Williams Jr. at linebacker. Making some wholesale changes right now. Cameron Belton coming in for the defensive line. Marcel Walker, Harrison Smith out there. 1st and 10 from the 46, 1:39 left to play. Owls lead 23-7. Well, they pulled Jason DeMide with the game out of hand. 1:31 left, 2nd and 10 from the 46. Prince back to pass, gets hit. Cameron Belton said, "Welcome to the game." Olabakinde takes a shot on that one. All right, 1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. The Owls lead 23-7. It's now 3rd and 10 from the Owls 46. Olabakinde back to pass, rifles one over, complete on the right-hand side to Kobe Miranda. Hassan Dominic chasing him out of bounds. 1:21 left. That's going to bring up a big 4th and 2 from the 38. 1:21 left. Olabakinde in at quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. 6'3", 225-pound redshirted junior completes it. out of bounds and first down for the Yellow Jackets. Jackson Ramsey with another reception on the day. 5'9", 165 freshman. Obelakinde with a little bit of time unloads. Down the middle, picked off. Richard hit the ground. Richard Williams Jr. down there to Delgado McIntyre again on the play. He's been everywhere. The strong safety from Hamden, Connecticut. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 29. 1:07 remains. Owls lead at 23-7. Prince goes back. Plenty of time. Pumps. His time just ran out. Quentin Perry. 6'2", 325-pound redshirt junior from Middleton, Connecticut. Welcomes Obelakinde to the party. 53 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Owls lead 23-7. It's the best game for the Owls in terms of sacks. They have 3.5 sacks on the day so far. 2 picks. After the Yellow Jackets scored in the first quarter, it has been all Owls. And here we are with 53 seconds remaining, 23-7. Third and 18 from the 37 for the Yellow Jackets. Obelakinde fires left, completes. Not enough for a first down, but Jackson Ramsey, the freshman, adding to his total. 42 seconds remaining. 4th and 4 from the 23. Up for grabs, and again, Kequan Jameson is going to be watching a lot of game tape and seeing a lot of drop passes, especially that one in the end zone. 6'4", 205, sophomore. And now with just 31 seconds remaining, the Owls can come out in the victory formation. The Owls 23-7, 31 seconds remaining. 1st and 10 at the 23.
Now taking the knee. 2nd and 12. Final score, Southern Connecticut State University 23, American International College 7. Thank you for coming to Just Now Field. Hope you see you at the next football game.